Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about the topic matrix diagram. Friend, this is an important topic and we will see this topic with respect to project management, and mainly this topic pertains to the section of quality management of PMP exam preparation guide. Basically, friend, whenever we talk about matrix diagram, this is a very important topic with respect to project management. And if you are studying project management and you are planning to give exam of PMP, or you have to give exam of project management in university, so this topic is important, and you will see this topic in the multiple choice options. So this is important for you to understand the concept of matrix diagram. Remember one thing, that friend, as a student, you don't need to draw the diagram in the exam. You just need to understand the usability and the purpose of the matrix diagram. Secondly, friend, if you are a professional project manager and working in any organization, so again this is important for you to understand the matrix diagram, that how you can use it properly to to improve the quality, or improve the success of your project. So now coming towards our main topic, matrix diagram. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. Let's start. Matrix diagram. Friend, as a project manager, basically friend, you have to deal with multiple options, multiple scenarios. As a project manager, you have to see multiple elements, several elements. You have to see that how they are interlinking with each other. For example, by elements I mean, for example, cost, time, quality, resource availability, resource cost, issues like stakeholders availability. Some stakeholders are pro in your side, some stakeholders are not, are negative to your side. uh, the difficulty level, the cost level, the contractual obligations, availability of third party vendors, etc. So friend, see, there are so many factors whenever we talk about project. So as a project manager, you have to deal with so many factors, and you have to understand the difficulty level. You have to understand the links between the different factors, then how they are interlinking and depending with each other, and how you can use these factors to successfully complete your project. Okay, friend, as a project manager, your main focus is that that your project should be completed on time, should be completed within the budget, and it should have to be completed successfully. Whenever we talk about that the project should be completed successfully, that means that you are understanding about the project with respect to scope complications, with respect to time, cost, schedules, stakeholders availability. So there are so many factors. So friend, when coming to our main topic, matrix diagram. Friend, matrix diagram means that you can draw uh, a diagram, you can say, or you can make a excel sheet. You can say simply, you can say, we can say the excel sheet, or anything like diagram as well. So by making the matrix diagram, friend, it compare two or more groups of element or elements within a single group. They help project manager identify how information is related, as well as the strength of those relationships. Friend, matrix diagram help you to draw a diagram to understand the relationship between multiple factors, multiple elements, and it gives you the facility, it gives you the leverage, that you can, how you can utilize these factors, and you can successfully complete your project on time. Now, what are the factors, what are the elements which we have to consider when we are drawing or making the matrix diagram? Like data, the functionality, the concepts, people who involve, materials, equipment, actions. So all these types of element which can be involved in making the matrix diagram. Just remember friend one thing here, as a project manager, you don't need to you need to identify multiple elements. Okay, multiple elements like the quality, cost, time, stakeholders, complexity in scope, complexity, difficulty level of from in the project, etc. So you have to identify multiple factors. When you are working as a project manager, you have to face multiple elements, multiple factors of a project. You have to identify these factors, and then you have to identify the relationships between these factors, so that you can improve the quality of your work, you can successfully complete your project. The purpose of making the matrix diagram, remember one thing friend, basically if we talk about with respect to exam point of view, you don't need to draw the matrix diagram. However, basically you understand the concept of matrix diagram, why it is important and why should we use it. The purpose of the matrix diagram is that you have to identify different elements and factors of a project. You have to interlink, identify the relationships among the factors, and you have to identify the relationships so that you can successfully complete or improve the quality of your project. Now when we should use the matrix diagram, friend, identify the causes of problems, matching requirements with the specification, allocating resources based on need of competency, comparing problem possible solutions, identify opportunities for improvement, reviewing how well requirements are met. Basically friend, this was just a definition. See here, when you should use the use the matrix diagram, anytime you can use. The simple answer is that anytime you can use. Basically you have to identify the relationship. For example, if you are have to improve your process, so what you can do, you identify just on a paper or Excel sheet, you identify the factors and compare those factors with each other. The purpose of comparing the one factors with other factors is that you want to identify some root cause analysis of problem. You want to improve your process, that how you can improve the process. You want to identify that how requirements are being met with each other, comparing the possible solutions. For example, let me give you an example. For example, if you want to implement an e-commerce solution, and one option is that, for example, that you can build the solution from scratch from your own software development team. This is one possible solution, and the second solution is that you can just purchase the standard application from online, and you can just customize it as per your need and implement it. So there are two possible solution. Okay, so how you will compare it with respect to each other? Like for example, that means you will compare that how much cost is required with of one solution to another solution, how much effort is required, what will be the quality, how much time will be required to implement the solution. Okay, what is the difficulty level of implementation. Okay, are you getting my point, that you are comparing one solution to another solution, and based on the matrix diagram you can reach at some level. See here friend, let me give you a very simple example of L-shaped matrix friend. Basically friend, there are 7 types of matrix diagram, but just considering the limitation of time, just friend, we can see a very simple example of L-shaped matrix. L-shaped matrix friend, it compare two sets of data in a two-dimensional table. Two-dimensional table means that there are the requirements, and these are the customers, like for example customer food, customer device, customer general. Okay, so the L-shaped matrix basically give you the capability to compare two sets of requirements. Okay, two sets of things you can compare with each other, and you can reach to some decisions. Okay, this is also possible that you can compare one set of data with your own self, or you can compare two sets of data with each other. the same example, friend, which we were discussing, like if you are implementing a e-commerce solution, either you implement it from scratch or either you purchase it online. So these are the two possible solutions. You can use the L-shaped matrix here, and you can compare the cost, the time, the difficulty level, etc. So there are two possible solutions and you can compare it with each other. So this is called as the concept of matrix diagram, friend. Hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thank you. Thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side.